How you doing, friends? So one of my friends called me today, and he would like to go fishing in the river. It's kind of between a stream and a river. It's not real big. Here on Thursday, so it's a couple of days away. So I need to tie some jigs for that. And I thought I would tie some in more of a kind of natural type of pattern. So this river has crappie, white bass, has Guadalupe bass in there, and largemouth bass. So it's got a pretty good cross section of fish. So, you know, wall things that are minnow-like and all that will do really well. And I have some of those tied up. I wanted to tie up some kind of things I can fish more, almost like a Ned rig, where they're real natural. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around. Okay, I'm back. And what I'm going to start with for this more natural one is some of these Z-Man finesse shrooms. And this is the 1/15 ounce. And I got them in the black head on here. So I'm going to tie us up a more natural looking bait. The first thing you need to do with these Z-Mans is, I don't know if you can see that there, they have like a little keeper on there, and I don't need that for this jig. So I'm just going to take this these pliers and kind of just bend that down so it's flat against the hook shaft there. Just like that. So, okay, and then I'm gonna put this in my vise, and I hope you can see this okay. If not, I'll probably move in the video a little bit. So just did a video for you guys where I'm like tying like this, and it's just too tough. So I'm gonna do that one here. And actually, here's the jig from that video. So if you wanna learn how to tie that one used Hobby Lobby, some Hobby Lobby feathers and stuff. But anyway, let's get back to this one. So I got my Ned head here, and I have this, it's kind of metallic olive green. It is the Ultra Thread, and it is 210 denier. First thing I'm going to do, take a little bit of super glue and put it on the hook shaft there, and gonna start wrapping that. And I'm just gonna wrap to the end of that keeper, and then I'll go right back here. I need to tighten up my vise. She's shifting around on me. Okay, and now I'm going to clip that tag end of that thread here and do a couple more wraps just to kind of get it ready. Okay, I have this Grizzly Maribou in tan that I thought looked really good and would make a really good, more natural type of, more natural looking jig here. So I'm gonna grab a couple of those. These feathers look really, really good. And basically I'm just gonna layer these together. And all I'm gonna do is kind of pinch this here so you get that kind of effect right there. And just gonna get it placed on there. I don't want this real long. Just get this kind of tied on. And I'm gonna clip off this excess right here because we are going to have a body on this. Tighten that in. And I'm gonna put some more of these Grizzly Maribou feathers on there just because I want a fairly thick skirt. Actually, I like this one a little bit better. So let's do that. Just gonna pinch it together here. There we go. And kind of wind that in. I think I'll probably do about 2 more of these grizzly feathers. Maybe Grizzly Maribou. like this one a lot. It's got really nice barring on it, so I think I'm gonna use that one. I'm just gonna kind of measure it up and get it matched in. And then I'm gonna turn it over and do one more on the bottom. So there's a total of 4. So that's more than I would do for like most crappie jigs or things like that. Basically, like I say, I want to use this kind of like a Ned rig, but a Maribou jig at the same time. So let's take a look here, and let's find one more for the bottom side. That one looks really good. So let's get that in, and I'm just gonna kind of measure it out. It's always harder to do this on here, so I'm just gonna kind of wrap it a couple times. Make sure it's kind of where I think I want it to be. Clip off the end, and then go ahead and wrap that in place here. Okay, now that I've got that, hopefully you can see that pretty well. It's a nice little bed of Maribou there. And I also have this copper flash, and I want to use a few of these. I don't want to use a ton of it, but like use like 4 of them, and then I'll flip that so it becomes 8 here. So basically I just cut those off, and I'm gonna wrap it around that thread and just lock it in place. Piece of cake. And I'm gonna build up this collar just a little bit because I want it to be a nice even look on that body. So there we go. That'll be a lot better. And I'm gonna trim these. I want to trim that to just a little bit beyond where that Maribou is. There we go. Oh yeah, it's looking good. And trim this just a tiny bit more. And like I say, this is, when you're making jigs, you're making them to however you see them in your head, which is really pretty cool. I like to trim those, the little flash to kind of different lengths, not have it all the same. It just seems more natural to me. Now, I don't know that makes a bit of difference to the fish, but like I say, to me, it looks more natural, gives me a little more confidence in the bait. So, and I think that's what makes the biggest difference, is fishing it with confidence. So, let me put away these grizzly Maribou. I'm gonna use those again. It's pretty cool. So, I have a grizzly Maribou in a few different colors, and so I'll have some more natural type ones coming up here that I'll be tying. Okay, I have this this hairline. It's the fly fish food, and it's the stonefly in ginger. And I haven't used this before, but I think it's going to be ideal for this right here. I think it's going to look awesome. So I'm going to try it and get out some of this fun stuff. There we go. And I'm not quite sure, this is a little bit thinner, so I imagine I'm gonna need more than I would need with a normal one. So I'm gonna cut off probably 7 inches or so. Just taking a guess on this one. Normal one, I kind of use 3 to 4 inches for a body. This is a lot smaller, and I may have to double up the body. I just want to see what it looks like. So let's tie this in. I'm just going to do a loose wrap here if I can. Kind of try and capture that. There we go. Okay. Well, here comes the moment of truth. Let's get this kind of, there we go. I need one of those little stands that kind of holds my bobbin. Maybe I'll get one of those tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the fly shop tomorrow and maybe get one of those. So I'm gonna just wrap this up, keep it nice and tight. Get that all the way to the head there. There we go. I like that, but I think I might want a little bigger body on that. Let's try, let's see what it looks like. Doesn't hurt to try going a second wrap up there and then working our way back for number 3. I think I like that. So let's get this held in place here, and I'm just gonna wrap this around behind it twice, and then I'm gonna move my tag end here. I'm gonna go twice there, and then I'll go twice behind it again. And then I can cut it. So, keep grabbing my pliers instead of my scissors, and that's not really effective for cutting things, so. Really should be doing this in a room with more light, but I wanted the video to look good, so. Clip that. And then I'm just gonna whip finish it up and do like 5 turns of the whip finisher here. So 1, 2, did I get in front of it? Yeah, I did. 3, 4, and 5. And one more for good measure. I got around my eye somehow. So I need to get that out of there. And there we, well, I thought it was out. There we go. Now it's out. Now I can pull it tight. Okay. We all have those mishaps, but we can usually find our way out of them. So anyway, that is our finished jig. I'm just gonna put a little bit of UV cured cement on the thread and call it done. And let me know what you think of this little jig. Do you think this is gonna catch stuff or not? I think it will. I think it looks cool. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. And I'm gonna probably keep these coming to you because it makes me happy. So anyway, peace.